6 people ended up in the ocean after their plane crashed. But when the rescue team showed up, the survivors were actually screaming at them to stay back. One of the rescuers turned around, confused, didn't see anything, and the next second he got dragged under. A shark was on top of the plane eating someone, and the people inside the cabin were shaking with fear. After the ripping and tearing sound stopped, they looked out the window again and saw the rescuer had nothing left but a severed leg. Then this guy remembered there was another diver, and they waited forever but nobody came back up. They realized the second diver had to be dead too. The divers couldn't finish the rescue, but they'd left behind oxygen tanks. This woman got the guts to go in the water, crouching down and moving real slow, but the water was so murky she couldn't see a thing. She took a big step forward, and this time she was sure the diver was inside the cabin. Her boyfriend got so pumped up that he accidentally fell in the water. Everyone freaked out and rushed to pull him back up, but all that commotion brought the shark over. They managed to yank the guy out of the shark's mouth, but the shark had already bitten off half his leg. Lucky for them, this old lady knew some medical stuff, and she used a seatbelt as a tourniquet, but the wound was huge and needed treatment. Then the flight attendant remembered one of the passengers was a swimmer, and that person's luggage might have useful stuff in it. The woman dove down to the baggage area, swimming to the right like the flight attendant said, and found the bag in the corner. Right then, an octopus swam by and scared the crap out of her, but she still got the bag. Inside were 4 wetsuits and masks, and she was about to tell her boyfriend the good news when she saw he'd already stopped breathing. At this point, the plane started sinking deeper. The front section was about to break off. Water was rising fast inside the cabin. They had to get out now. They threw on the wetsuits quick, and the old lady gave the only 4 suits to the others. She held the woman's hand, begging her to take care of her granddaughter. Pretty soon, the front of the plane broke off and dropped into the deep. The cabin was almost completely flooded, and the woman dove down first, but she hadn't gotten far when the shark showed up. She quickly popped her life vest, releasing a bunch of bubbles that spooked the shark away. Meanwhile, the others went in the water too, but the grandmother stayed behind. She took off her mask, held onto a keepsake from her late husband, sat in her seat and waited to die. Then this blonde guy got scared, floated back up to the surface, and refused to go back down. His fear got him eaten by the shark. The flight attendant saw this go down and swam forward fast. The woman found the diver, and they all got more oxygen. The woman found out only the 3 of them were still alive. Then she inflated the girl's life vest, watched them float up to the surface, and breathed a sigh of relief. Right then, the shark came back, and the woman held her breath and stayed completely still. Luckily, the shark didn't spot her and swam deeper into the cabin. Then the woman inflated her own vest and slowly swam up, and soon the rescue team found them. Out of more than 200 people on that plane, only 3 made it out alive.